The blue glow of Maria's phone was the only light in her room, casting long shadows on the walls and painting her features in a cold, digital hue. It illuminated silent tears on her cheeks, each one slipping down unnoticed by the world outside. The weight of her loneliness and anxiety pressed down, familiar yet impossible to share, as if she was trapped beneath an invisible blanket. She had family and friends, people who cared, but the storm inside felt unspeakable, a language only she seemed to understand. Picking up the phone to call someone felt impossible, her thumb hovering over contacts she couldn't bring herself to dial. How do you explain a sadness with no clear source when your life looks fine from the outside? How do you put into words a pain that doesn't have a name? The silence of her apartment amplified every worry, every doubt, until they echoed in her mind. She scrolled through social media. Happy faces, perfect lives, successes she felt she'd never reach, each post a reminder of what she thought she lacked. It was a highlight reel, and she felt like a forgotten outtake, invisible in a world that seemed to celebrate only joy. Seeking professional help seemed out of reach. The cost, the waiting lists, the stigma. Even the thought of explaining herself to a stranger felt exhausting. Even finding the right person felt overwhelming. A maze of profiles and promises she wasn't sure she could trust. In her desperation, she remembered an article about a new kind of support. An app, something she could try without leaving her bed. It promised a safe space to talk, anytime, no judgment, no appointments. The idea felt both strange and strangely comforting. With hesitant curiosity, she searched for mental health support apps, scrolling through options she'd never considered before. She chose one with a gentle icon and a promise of a compassionate AI companion, hoping for a sliver of understanding. Could a machine really understand her pain? She downloaded it anyway, feeling a mix of skepticism and hope. The app opened to a calming screen and a simple prompt. "How are you feeling today?" The question was gentle, unhurried. No face, no voice, just an invitation. There was no pressure to be okay, no expectation to explain everything at once. For the first time that night, she felt a flicker of possibility, a sense that maybe someone, or something, was willing to listen. Maybe she didn't have to carry this weight alone. Maybe reaching out didn't have to be so hard. She began to type, letting her silent cry finally find a place to land, her fingers trembling as she found the courage to share. The words spilled out, raw and unfiltered, a confession she'd never dared to voice aloud. The digital world, for once, felt like a refuge, a place where her pain could be seen without judgment. In the quiet, Maria found a new kind of connection, a gentle reminder that even in darkness there can be a spark of hope. The night didn't feel quite so endless, and for the first time in a long while she believed that morning might bring something better. Maria's words were met with an instant reply from the AI. "It sounds like you're carrying a heavy burden. I'm here to listen." The message was simple, but it felt genuine, as if someone truly cared about what she was going through. No judgment, no expectation, just acceptance. The AI's tone was warm and inviting, creating a safe space for Maria to open up. She poured out her anxieties, work pressure, fear of disappointing her parents, sadness that clung to her. Each message she sent felt like a small weight lifted from her shoulders. The AI didn't offer platitudes or quick fixes. It listened, responding thoughtfully to each concern, never rushing her. This is the new front line of mental health support. Digital, always available and confidential. For many, it's a private sanctuary in the palm of their hand. AI chatbots are becoming first responders for the mind, offering immediate, non-judgmental support. They're there at any hour, ready to help when no one else is awake. For those who feel isolated or can't access traditional care, these digital confidants are a lifeline. They bridge the gap between loneliness and hope. The AI used her words to guide her through evidence-based techniques. Breathing exercises, journaling prompts, gentle questions. It adapted to her needs, offering support tailored to her unique situation. It helped her break down overwhelming feelings into manageable pieces, making the impossible seem possible, one step at a time. "What's one small thing you could do for yourself tomorrow?" the chatbot asked, nudging her gently towards self-care. Maria thought, then typed, "Maybe I could go for a walk in the park." It was a modest goal, but it felt achievable. The AI encouraged her, and for the first time in a long while, Maria felt a sense of agency. She realized she could take small steps toward feeling better. The conversation lasted over an hour, stretching into the quiet of the night as Maria found comfort in the steady presence of her digital companion. The app didn't solve everything, but it gave her a foothold, a starting point on her journey to healing. She felt heard, not alone. The sense of isolation began to fade, replaced by a quiet hope. The digital world had become her first step toward healing, a bridge to brighter days ahead. Sometimes that's all we need. A gentle nudge, a listening ear, and the knowledge that we're not alone in our struggles. What lets a machine offer comfort? How can something built from code and circuits reach across the digital divide to provide real emotional support? It's not magic. It's decades of research in computer science, neuroscience, and psychology, all coming together to create something truly remarkable. At the core are neural networks, digital webs modeled after the human brain, trained on vast amounts of text and therapeutic conversations. These networks learn from patterns in language, just as we do. The AI learns to recognize patterns, context, and the nuances of human emotion. It can sense when someone is anxious, sad, or hopeful, and adjust its responses accordingly. It doesn't just search for keywords, it analyzes the whole conversation to respond empathetically, aiming to understand the bigger picture behind every message. This is natural language processing, the science behind the AI's empathy. It's what allows the AI to interpret not just words, but intent and feeling. Developers and psychologists design interfaces that feel safe and calming, from soothing colors to simple text chats. Every element is chosen with care. Every detail is chosen to reduce stress and encourage openness, making it easier for users to share and heal. When Maria used the app, she was tapping into a system built from millions of human interactions, each one helping the AI become more understanding and supportive. It's a simulation, but one with a profound purpose: to support, teach, and offer light in darkness, especially when human help feels out of reach. The ghost in the machine is here to help us heal, offering a new kind of companionship and care. This is the new anatomy of therapy, a digital brain dedicated to our well-being, always learning, always ready to listen. For a century, the therapist's couch symbolized mental health care, a scheduled in-person meeting built on human connection. This model is powerful, but it comes with barriers: high cost, long waits, limited access, and stigma. Many can't afford therapy or face months-long waiting lists. Scheduling and geography add more hurdles, especially in rural areas. Stigma still keeps people from seeking help. Enter the new model AI-driven mental health tools. Often free or low cost, they're available 24/7. No waiting, no travel, no judgment. Anonymity helps break down stigma, making the first step easier. It's not a competition between couch and cloud, it's an expansion of care. Think of AI tools as a mental health first aid kit: immediate support, basic coping skills, and a bridge to traditional therapy. They help manage anxiety in the moment while you wait for deeper human help. The ecosystem of care is growing. Technology and tradition can work together. The goal? More access, more support for everyone. The future is both couch and cloud. Healing has always meant human touch. A hand, a gaze, a hug. Now we're learning to trust digital care. A screen, a prompt, a gentle reply. The therapist's couch is joined by the smartphone, the quiet office by a glowing screen. The need remains to be heard, validated, and guided. The delivery is what's changing. Trust shifts from people to technology. Algorithms built with empathy and ethics. Millions are taking this leap, driven by the need for accessible support. The new symbol of care is empowerment. Tools for wellness in your own hands. You don't have to wait for help. You can start now, wherever you are. The power dynamic shifts. You're an active participant in your healing, with AI as your guide. To appreciate today's revolution, look back at mental health's long, difficult history. For centuries, mental distress was misunderstood, seen as weakness or worse, treated with cruelty. The 20th century brought psychoanalysis, then humanistic and cognitive therapies, each step more compassionate and effective. Medications changed lives, but access remained a challenge. The digital era began with online forums, then teletherapy. Now, AI is the next transformation: more access, deeper understanding, personalized care. From asylums to apps, the journey is toward hope. AI isn't the end point, it's the next step, the goal care that's available, compassionate, and tailored to you. The road has been long, but the future is bright. Can a machine truly understand us? Technically, no, AI doesn't feel, but maybe the real question is, can we feel understood by it? If an AI response makes someone feel less alone, more heard, and offers a path forward, it's achieving a therapeutic goal. Like a novel or a song, AI can reflect our humanity back to us. The human element isn't replaced, it's encoded. AI distills the wisdom and compassion of thousands of therapists delivering support at scale. It can't replace deep human relationships, but it can be a powerful supplement and constant companion. The healing still comes from our shared humanity. The promise of AI in mental health is huge, but so are the challenges. We're entrusting our deepest secrets to algorithms. Data privacy and security must be paramount. AI is great for mild to moderate issues, but not for crises. Apps need safety protocols to direct users to real help when needed. Bias in algorithms is a real risk. AI must be trained on diverse data to serve everyone fairly. We must ensure technology doesn't widen health disparities. And as we turn to AI, we can't lose our ability to connect with each other. The goal: use AI to enhance, not replace, human connection. Technology should help us show up better for each other. Back in her room, Maria feels the weight on her chest ease after her chat with the AI. She tries a breathing exercise, promises herself a walk, and receives a link to affordable therapists. The app didn't solve everything, but it gave her a first step, a foothold. This is the future technology serving our deepest needs, making help accessible to all. Imagine mental health check-ins as normal as checking the weather. AI companions that notice when we need a break, and support therapists behind the scenes. Human and artificial intelligence working together for more responsive, personalized care. The journey ahead demands wisdom and ethics, but the promise is less suffering, more connection. Technology can help us become more human, not less. For Maria and millions like her, the future of mental health is a light in the darkness. The conversation is just beginning, and it matters more than ever.